Gary said he did an appearance this weekend, and like nobody showed up.
No?
Well, I mean, like two people. You know, it was like at a car dealership. You know, standing there. Well, what you're surprised? I mean, who's gonna go?
I just feel bad for him. That's got to be a horrible feeling.
I've gotten over it. It's happened. You know, you learn to live with it. There's, you know, some people come, some people don't. Boston, 200 people. Major World, just, you know, like 20.
You get paid the same either way, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's embarrassing though when no one shows up.
How long do you have to stay there like that?
2 hours.
He said the only people that showed up were Elephant Boy and High Pitch Eric. And Gary says, like, there was this stench, and Gary didn't know what it was, because he was there with the street team, you know?
Uh-huh.
It was like this stink.
Well, you did say High Pitch was there.
No, yeah. Robert, it was like, I really thought that we were next to some sort of a sewer.
Right.
And I was like, can't we move? And the girl from the street team kept, like, giving me the shush sign. Like I shouldn't say something.
Uh-huh.
And then I called her over to the side, and it turned out, you know, it was Elephant Boy, but it was like a sewer. And according to them, they took pictures of it, by the way. They can give it to me first thing this morning. They think that Elephant Boy soiled himself.
Get
there was
out
a big
of here.
stain. And then they said that, like, it was on his leg, and that it was on his sock and his leg, and at one point...
Poopy, right?
Poopy. He was rubbing it on a tarp, like, to get it off. But it was unbelievable, Robin. It would knock you over.
Oh.
And I really didn't want to believe... I've known Fred for a long time. I really didn't want to believe it was possible. I was thinking, like, maybe we were next to something.
You got to get him on the phone.
And when he left, there went the smell.
It went with him.
But we were all, the six of us were like, I would look at his leg and I would see this brown stuff clearly. And I said to one of the other street team guys, I go, you sure that's what it is? He goes, what do you think? He rubbed a Hershey bar on his leg? He goes, that's what it is.
What happens when he gets in a car? Like, what, I mean, can he survive?
The subway.
Wow.
See this?
And I'm sure he's going to say, no, that's not what happened. But the stink was there with him and it left with him. You want to call him?
Yeah, get him on the phone. I got to find out.
Well, why show up to an appearance that way? My goodness. And
Like,
just
go home.
hang around. How would you stay?
Yeah, call Elephant Boy and while I throw out my coffee and muffin.
Yeah, because Gary said he kept moving away, and Elephant Boy kept going, where you going to Sis? Where you going to Taiwan? Where you going to...
I mean, does he not know what happened to him?
I don't know. He might deny it.
Is Elephant Boy, and I don't want to insult anybody, he's not?
No, he's not retarded.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't think he is.
That's what I...
Is he on the phone?
Just curious.
Jeez.
What line's he on, do you know?
Not yet. He's got to transfer him over.
Okay.
Well, you're certainly glad that the Whack Pack showed up for the appearance, aren't you?
Hey, Elephant Boy.
Yeah, hi, Howard.
How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Turn off your radio.
What?
Turn off your radio.
Something's wrong with my phone. I got this radio station playing through the phone.
Oh, my goodness.
Our radio station is playing through your phone?
No, I am.
You mean you get on the phone and the radio station plays through the phone?
Yes, this phone of mine is broken. Lenny, can you put me on hold? I have enough phone number.
All right, okay, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to him like that.
What?
See, everything is messed up with him.
He said if I put him on hold, he's got another phone number we can call.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not hard enough to hear him. Now he's got a radio station playing
there's a
through the line.
Guy talking behind him.
Can you call me in my office?
Hey, can I tell you another funny thing about him, by the way?
Yeah.
You know how he's always worn a fanny pack?
Yeah.
Like, he won't let the fanny pack thing is way over, right?
Right.
Not for him. His fanny pack now is the size of like an old lady's pocketbook. It's got 3 levels of zippers on it.
It's growing.
What could be in there?
I don't know. And the other thing is,
toilet paper.
The fanny pack thing was over on arrival.
Right. And the other thing is that, like, listen, Fred's never been that together, but he really sort of has let himself go. He showed up with a shirt that had like a huge stain on it.
All right, let me get here. He's back. Elephant Boy.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey,
that's better.
I want you to.
Okay, sorry, guys.
I want you to be real honest, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So Gary said at the appearance, he noticed that you'd had an accident in your pants.
Yeah, I did on with it was something with no notice.
What?
You were hoping no one would notice?
No, it just happened. That was hard to say. there was no,
Oh, I see what he's saying.
There was no notice.
No notice
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, Elephant Boy. So let me take me through this because I want to understand when something like this happens. I'm an adult and I've never had this happen to me. All right. You show up at Gary's appearance.
yeah,
Okay. How far into the appearance? You're standing around waiting for Gary. At what point do you make a duty in your pants?
but I'm trying to remember. Just I was just about getting there. So
It was before Gary arrived. I can tell you that. Do you know what I mean? In other words,
no, Gary was always there.
Oh, it
Yeah.
happened.
Well, how did you get there?
I took the train.
All right. It happened while Gary was there.
No.
No, I'm away.
He was on the train
All right.
when it happened.
So you're on the train and you very badly had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Has this ever happened to you before?
no,
Maybe a few times?
yeah, very rarely.
All right. Because
Yeah.
I've never had, so you're on the train, you really have to go, and all of a sudden you just let loose in your pants.
Believe me, it wasn't my objective.
All right. So you're on the subway and this happens. Do you consider like going home?
I was thinking, I used to left order from the parents if it was too much for me.
Say
I
again?
left about, I was there for maybe a half hour. I said, this is enough. So
All
I
right,
left.
wait. When you're on the train and you're going to an appearance where people are going to be and you have to socialize and you know Gary's going to be there and there's going to be girls there and all kinds of things. And I know you're excited about the appearance.
Yeah.
But then you realize you've got a full load in your pants. Does it ever occur to you that like maybe you should go home?
Yeah, don't even make the appearance.
Only because I spent so much time getting there, I should have.
Right, all right. So you said, I've got to go to this appearance.
This
And
is an
meanwhile,
investment of time.
we're really talking about an appearance.
But I didn't stay there for long.
But we're really talking about an appearance at a car dealership.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something you have to be at.
I see your point.
Yeah, I mean, like
It's like if I was on my way to the Super Bowl and that happened, I have to go home and watch the
Right.
Super
Howard,
Bowl
I
on
gotta ask a
television.
question.
No, well, let me work this for a second and then hold on to your question. Don't forget.
No,
Nicole.
you're
This is a
right.
press conference.
There's no explanation.
No. We're going to get to the bottom of it. I want to understand your mind. 'cause
That's what happened.
You know what
It
I
went
need
to
to
the
know?
bottom.
All right. So when it happens on the subway,
Yeah.
and you're sitting there, it's got to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what I want to
And
know. How
it's-
much was it, and was it uncomfortable?
And it smells.
Yeah, where you say, when before I get there, I stop at the store, went to the bathroom, remove my water, and clean myself.
All right. So for anyone who didn't follow that, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
You say before you went to the appearance, you went to the
A supermarket.
you went to a supermarket,
Yeah.
went in the
Great.
bathroom, you try to clean up a little bit.
Yeah,
All right. But let me ask you this: when you were on the subway, were you standing or sitting when this occurred?
Standing.
Standing.
That's
So-
key.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because Fred, even though you went to clean yourself up,
Yeah.
right, some of it made it down your leg, didn't it?
I noticed it. I have been trying to clean that up.
How do you not notice it?
I know I try my best, but I didn't have, like I said, I should have come back.
Wait a minute, though.
Was it diarrhea?
I think a little of
Well,
that.
wait a minute, Howard. If he had tried to clean himself up.
Wait.
Wait a minute. No.
on the
Because he
subway?
I
did
didn't
this
have any
again.
equipment. I didn't have any equipment. I mean,
You're at the
what can
supermarket.
you say?
I'm
I
getting to
just
that.
want to wash.
I'm
I
gonna get to
kept
everything.
myself.
He could
But
have brought
I'm
baby
telling
wipes.
you,
Right.
he did this
There was
again.
no.
Yes. Yes.
There was no paper towel, I tried my best.
Did it occur to you to maybe buy a new pair of underwear at the supermarket or a pair of pants maybe next door or?
That area is mostly industrial. There was nothing there.
So when you went in the bathroom, there's no paper towels.
Yeah.
I assume there's toilet paper.
Yeah.
And you did a quick wipe
I
up.
just stabbed, my leg, And then
Now,
when
why
I
wouldn't
got
you-
there, there was some more other spot.
So there was a big stain in his pants?
Yeah, you know what?
Did you get pictures of it?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I did.
Oh,
Street team,
Greg.
they got the pictures of the lake. like Fred. Like, here's a question for
Oh,
Fred.
great.
Yeah.
How fast can we get those on the web?
They said they'll be in by 8 o'clock. I
All right.
wanted them to send them to me over the weekend.
No, I got to see those.
Here's a Fred. How long have I known you? 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been nice to you, right? I like you.
Yeah, you was not there.
Right. Did
You
you-
would be nice if you told me. Well, it doesn't matter.
Did you notice when you were talking to me that I wouldn't look you in the face? I couldn't look him in the
I
face.
think, not on pick up it, you did.
And did you notice that every time you walked towards me, I took steps backwards?
Yeah.
Were you aware? Seriously, were you?
No, I should have, but like I said, I was excited being there.
And I like you. I
But
like
don't you
seeing
think-
it.
but
no,
like-
I understand. Nothing personal.
No, but when you have like a lot of girls around and stuff, do you really want to be there with a load in your pants?
How many guys was it?
I mean, you know,
Howard, there's more to this.
There was two
Go ahead,
little
Robin.
kids that kept
He
saying to him.
says
Yeah.
that he went to this supermarket, thank you, and
I
took,
thought I
Wait
was
a
most
minute.
of it.
he removed his underwear.
Yeah.
right.
Oh.
That means that he completely undressed the lower part of his body.
Right.
Therefore, he had to be aware of wherever it might have been at that moment and what was in his outside pants, because then he slipped them back onto his body. I'm saying
Instead
that
of
this
burning.
happened more
Right, I agree.
because he got more of it on himself while at the appearance.
Here's a question.
Oh
Fred.
yeah, you unloaded again at the appearance?
No.
No.
Oh, stop it.
You gotta-
Where did it come from,
Robert,
Fred?
I've been honest so
You
far.
didn't clean up so good.
You know, I'm
What are you,
being,
a
I'm being
feces
completely
detective?
honest.
Let Robin just
You gotta
Hold
use,
on.
you gotta
Yeah.
use
Freddie,
Robin's
The guy's been
technique.
pretty honest.
Yeah. Fred,
That
true-
theory goes down to toilet bowl,
Here's-
Robin.
here's the
Did
question.
anybody else smell elephant boy?
Everybody did.
Yeah.
Everybody did. And I was wondering if he could tell. I was trying so hard not to be rude. I really wasn't
You
positive.
should have been rude.
I wasn't positive that it was him. The street
Yeah.
team was positive.
Right.
I wasn't positive it was him. And Fred, I got to ask you this because this was the weirdest part of the day.
Yeah.
You know, so we had a table set up around, we were right next to a fence, and on the fence there was a blue tarp, okay? Did you use the tarp to clean your leg?
Yeah, that's when I noticed some more of it was on my leg. And,
Ah, Fred,
then after that, I decided there's too much. I said goodbye and I left. I thought I got my
As
leg.
soon as you guys can get over to Major World.
Yeah.
You know what?
Auction eBay.
So what did he? So what was the move? The blue tarp is there, and like he just picks up the blue tarp and starts swiping his leg.
I didn't see any of this. I think Fred's timeline is off because I got there and
His
it stunk,
timeline.
right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't take it. And I said something. So then finally, Ashley from the street team, I said, "Come over here. You got to tell me what's going on." We walked away to the side.
Ashley's your girl.
Yeah, Ashley's a girl.
Aye.
Ashley goes, "Listen, here's the deal." She goes, "I think I'm going to vomit." She goes, "We're pretty sure that." She goes, "I know for a fact." He soiled his pants. She goes, "There's a stain on the pants." She goes, "Look at his sock. Look at his leg," which I didn't. And when I went back, I started to dry heave. I'm not joking around. And she goes, and in fact, one of the guys on the street team said they saw him wiping his leg on the tarp.
How great would it have been if you threw up?
Wait, this is all before I got there.
At your appearance.
Oh, that's a riot.
It was close. But Howard, this is all before I got there.
Right.
And then, Fred, would you say it's fair to say you were there for 30 to 45 minutes?
Yeah, I said a half hour.
Yeah.
Give or take.
But all this happened before I got there.
Did you
No,
ever?
you was there, Sister Cam, I mean, you was walking about, for
You
a few
realize how-
minutes, but
You realize how bored Elephant Boy is? That
Yeah.
like your appearance was a big part of his day, and he didn't want to miss it. So
But I got to tell you something.
he had an accident in his pants, and he still went for a half hour and walked around with a full load in his pants.
This was Elephant Boy Super
yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah, this was Elephant Boy Super Bowl.
Howard, I have a microphone. Usually, when a guy like Fred comes, I love when Fred comes to the appearance.
Right.
I introduce him to the crowd. They love him.
Right.
They think it's cool to meet him, but it was just too tough.
And by the way,
You couldn't introduce him.
no,
couldn't
no,
you
it
couldn't-
might be- that was
couldn't-
good, I
you-
think,
you couldn't introduce him to the crowd because there was no crowd. That's the other sad thing.
In a crowd.
You know what I did?
Yeah, I
I
mean-
go, ladies and gentlemen, High Pitch Eric, would you like to meet Fred the
Elephant Boy and Hyper Jerry, the only two people who show up, and one of them you have to send home.
Hey, Ashley. It's
I
Elephant
sent
Boy.
home myself.
Thank God for the street team. They look like they're part of the audience.
Hey, Ashley and Porto Pete from the street team. I got a big guy here. He'd love to say hi to you. He's got crap on his leg.
I see. I'm still not buying Elephant Boy's story. It was on his sock. There was
Just
no
one-
way he missed
Right.
that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gotta
Robin
do-
thinks.
I
Robin
tried
thinks.
to walk- I
Robin
tried to
thinks
walk
you
it
unloaded.
down.
You got to do what Robin did. You got to find a Mexican to hose you off.
And the other thing
There was
is,
no. Yeah, that's why I need to be hosed off.
the way Elephant Boy acted, this happens to him a lot.
Yeah.
No,
Because who would think of wiping themselves on a tarp?
because I saw the freaking top.
I believe him.
I'm sorry. I'm
And then,
sorry.
like I said, I was, how to say, the first decision I saw, man, was to go home. I didn't. That
Of
was
course.
the stupid thing to do. Of
course you go home.
So that means I must have done it hundreds of times.
But Fred, here's the question that we were all wondering.
Yeah.
Could you smell something?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was a lot worse before I went to the bathroom. I thought I could hide it.
I thought
but
that was
I'm a
Ashley.
freaking idiot.
He tried to blame it on Ashley from the street team.
I think, Gary, I'm going to vomit. I think Ashley soiled herself.
Gary goes, "What's going on?" And Ashley from the street team goes, "Shh." She was afraid of offending Elephant Boy.
She didn't want me to say something in front of him. It was for the sweet.
I don't want to offend the guy wiping his leg on the tarp over there. But after you wipe your leg on the tarp, you feel nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
See, that's why I don't buy this. You can't do stuff like you just go home.
I mean, there's not enough of ass in the
They're
boiling
not
water.
Elephant Boy.
The truth is that after a half hour, it was becoming too much for me. I just said goodbye and
Oh, the
left.
smell
you
must
know.
have been
Man.
unbelievable.
It was.
It was a hot day too.
It was unbelievable.
Were there flies like around his ass?
It was just. It was.
The flies didn't even want to come.
What you would do is you would stand there and you would just say in your mind you would go, when is he going to leave? When is he going to leave? And then it'd be okay, and then boom, you'd get it up your nose,
Oh.
and then you'd find a new spot. Then I'd look over at the street team.
So Elephant Boy, take me the rest of your day. So did you go immediately home?
Yeah,
And you had to get back on the train?
yeah.
Yeah. And were people like clearing away from you?
I didn't know to see other people there. I just kept to myself.
And then when you get home, what do you do? Where's
Took
your...
took a nice long shower.
Where are those pants?
And I make sure I quench get it everywhere below the waist.
And where are the pants?
It went to the watch. I was that separately
Yeah.
and try it separately.
And what about the underpants? You left those at the supermarket? Or did you...
I feel sorry for the person that scared of the carpet tenant there.
Those are in the produce section.
Can you save those pants? Because when I do the Howard Stern Museum, which I'm trying to put together, I want to hang those.
Yeah, there's no chance you got the stain out, Fred,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah, sorry, Howard. I didn't think of the history regard to the pants.
Yeah, we want to save those pants. We want to send them to the Radio Hall of Fame. Could you do that?
Yeah.
You still with that chick, by the way?
No, couldn't be.
You still with that girl?
Yeah.
And
Really?
Do you live with her?
No.
No.
But did you tell her about this incident?
No, not yet, but she will know now.
Mm.
Good morning, Cleveland.
So when you're on the subway and you're standing there and you unload, do people say something? They probably just
It was too fast. I remember I was passing about. I was moving about.
What do you
so
think?
you made the whole train smell.
Yeah, yeah, you didn't keep it in one space. And what do you think went wrong with your stomach? Did you eat something strange?
I don't know what. I don't know what was it, because it came on suddenly.
I mean, he's spreading it around. He's going from borough to borough like a traveling turd.
Like Typhoid Mary.
It's a tour.
It's like a roaming stench
Oh, I wish I
around
was.
the city.
Let me see where else I can do this. Let me see where else I can spread joy.
And then I took the circle line.
Well, I wish you were on satellite too.
Yeah, I think he wants to tell you to go F yourself. That's why he wishes on Saturday.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Fred.
Bingo.
Fred, you do something like this, you
Bingo.
got to deal with it, man.
He's like Typhoid Mary.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you get a full metal jacket in your pants, you gotta go.
I realized that, like I said, it happens, doesn't hardly happen to me, but when he does, I didn't know what to do. So, Gary, I apologize.
I don't know what to do.
I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Did you shake people's hands?
Oh. So at some point I figured out that he'd gotten a hold of my hand and I figured out that it was true. So I run into...
Like, why shake people's hands, Elephant Boy? You know you've just been in a bathroom somewhere cleaning up.
Who remembers?
So
Who remembers?
At that point, you put your hand in acid. I mean,
Like he's busy. Like,
yeah, but it doesn't matter what.
I mean, it's his hands are covered.
I did watch my hand burn.
You were putting it on the tarp with your hand.
Howard,
I would have gone to like a
I did
motel
not touch the top.
and then like immediately washed myself off
please.
and bought a pair of pants somewhere.
or gone right.
Where Gary, you know the area where there's a place to put pants.
you know what?
Don't get off at that area. Go to another area.
There actually, Fred, there are places that, and actually in that neighborhood, there's a lot of car dealerships. There's like Army Navy stores. There's a Dwayne Reed right down the block.
You were on a mission. You headed right for Gary.
I will have noticed it.
Yeah, but then I would have missed high pitch in the appearance.
Hey, so Howard, listen. So
I would have missed Ashley.
he shook my hand, and I realized he shook my hand. Now I'm completely freaked out.
Right.
So I run inside to the bathroom at Major World, and I got to wash my hands. So I wash my hands. Turns out that particular bathroom, they're out of soap. The soap dispenser. So now I go out. I said to the guy, I start running around like a lunatic. I'm like, I need soap, and the guy's trying to sell a car.
Right.
I go, I need soap. So
meanwhile, you attracted no listeners to this appearance, and now you're a pain in the ass.
So I'm screaming.
I chopped my hands off.
So at one point, this guy doesn't know me from anything. I said, listen, I know you don't know me, but I think that I have something really disgusting on my hand.
Right.
So the guy squirts me some hand sanitizer. Then I went to the upstairs bathroom and they had soap. Turned the water as hot as it would go and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed.
This is
I'm sorry, Gary.
You know, I'm not even mad at you, Fred. I think it's cool that you sort of fessed up to everything.
No, I think I am amazed that he wouldn't turn around and go home.
I am too.
I did.
No, you went to the appearance.
When I began to realize it was even too much for me, I should have left Oya.
Yeah, but even too much for you, so you don't care that it's too much.
I'm an idiot.
A hint of anything
Dude,
to you
if
should
I have
be the end.
duty in my pants and there's a big stain in the back of my pants.
Okay, how many times you got to say it?
No, I'm saying, I mean,
We
I'd be
need
so
to say this more.
I'd be so humiliated. I'd go right home. I mean,
Yeah, that's where I thought.
yeah, but I mean, like, I would immediately go home. I wouldn't go to an appearance for a half hour.
Yeah, but
I mean, really, Fred, what were you thinking?
I know. I was. It was like a state of emotion for me since I was already
I gotta
there.
ask you
This
something.
was his Hurricane Katrina.
I gotta ask you something.
It's not the whole thing I see Gary or anybody.
Oh, my goodness.
So come by and see us.
I'm a freaking idiot.
Listen to me.
He loves you, Gary.
Yeah.
I like him.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, I don't go with you.
Elephant boy.
Yes.
What did you think you would miss?
Absolutely nothing. Just to say hello.
You just wanted to say hello.
You know what I think? Can I tell you what I think it is?
He's just a real lonely guy.
Yeah.
I think, seriously, when he comes to an appearance,
People
my
make
wife-
a fuss.
I will introduce him,
Yeah.
and people will make a little fuss, and I think he enjoys that.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I mean certainly there's some attention.
Cool.
You
It's for the
know.
applause.
This is a guy. This is a guy who's ignored
I
his whole life.
I don't need the spotlight. Let's say, but
Spotlight.
what you said, it's nice.
All right, Elephant Boy,
You
I
know
gotta
what?
go.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Elephant Boy, you
Yes.
gotta start keeping baby wipes in that fanny pack.
I think so.
Yeah, what is in that fanny pack?
It's enormous.
Yeah, you know what? He needs
Yeah.
things that tend to his fanny.
What do you keep in there?
Just my Walkman, a couple of cards, and my money.
Now I know why they call it a fanny pack.
Yeah.
It covers your fanny when you're making your pants.
It's a filthy fanny pack.
By the way, the fanny pack look kind of isn't
But
happening
from
for
now
you.
on, from now on, it's when I come back on, you can check my Facebook. You will find some wops in it.
Wipes.
Wops?
Wipes.
Wops.
Carry a hose.
No.
Why not? Why not go to the bathroom in the fanny pack? I mean, really? That's what I
Certainly
would do.
big
I
enough.
want.
There's plenty of room in there.
You
Fanny
know what?
pack.
I think now, if that happens again, that may be a good solution. I want to,
He's like Cousin It.
And you say I said to wipe.
Can we get sound of Cousin It from the Addams Family? Because he sounds like a Cousin It.
I feel like that happened.
Yeah, Alex, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, what's up?
Hey, brother.
Hey, man, this is the funniest bit I've ever heard you do. This is hilarious, dude.
I'm so happy to amuse you.
Oh,
It
well,
is amazing.
Elephant Boy, you did it to yourself.
True.
All right, Elephant Boy.
Okay.
Thanks for fessing up.
That's okay, Howard. And
We're going to try and get some pictures of your ass with the pants and everything. We think we have them, so they'll be up on
Arthur
HowardStern.com.
Buckle once said whoop-de-doo.
All right.
You know what?
Okay.
I hope they find that tarp and burn it.
They clearly got pictures of the pants, the sock, and the tarp.
Great. We got to get that on the internet as quickly as possible.
I want to, if I can issue a court order to forbid those pictures.
No. We're faster than you. You'll never get it done.
There's no court that wants you there. All right.
Like I say, I keep on by myself. I will never let myself be like an idiot, like a hot before. And
Did you tell anyone? Like, did you go to High Pitch and say, High Pitch, I have my pants? No.
I was too embarrassed.
No. Not evidently not that embarrassed.
You were too embarraed to tell
But
High
like I said,
Pitch?
I lost my legs, and I can't carry. I have bad sides.
It's all right,
What
Fred.
really
Yeah.
kills me, though, is that sentence. Once it became too much for me, you didn't care that
And it
everybody
was
else
becoming
was
too much for me. That's why I left
How
all this.
selfish.
I know. Like,
Yeah, I realized
I think he really thought no one else
I'm sorry
noticed.
to put you into this dilemma.
Fred, did you ever think of me and Ashley and the others?
He probably thought you couldn't smell it.
I think he had to know because I
know.
I was
I knew.
avoiding him.
I think
He
it was a lot worse before I went to the toilet and tried to wipe myself off.
Gary,
it
how
wasn't
close?
as bad as before.
How close did you have to get to him? Like before you went, whoa.
It wasn't that close. That was the problem.
Yeah.
There were
Yeah.
times when he was like 6-7 feet away from me.
Wow.
And if a wind hit you, you'd get it. That was the whole point.
Wow.
The street team was, if I tell you, I'm standing in front of a table, right? So Fred might be 5 or 6 feet to my right, and the street team might be like 6 or 7 feet to my left.
Yeah.
I would get it. I would look over, and you could just see that. You could tell when it hit them because it would be like somebody hit him in the back with a 2x4. You know what I mean? And Ashley would just go, ugh.
And it was pretty easy to figure out who it was because of the evidence of the stains and also the fact that he's the only guy at the appearance.
Yeah. It was yeah.
You can pretty much do the deduction.
It's
was
either
him.
one of us or him.
It was him or the guy from the BMW 70 rows away.
Sherlock Holmes didn't need to be hired.
It's funny watching people. I had a buddy I grew up with who was amazing at silent farts, you know, and in bars he would go up to a group of strangers and just let one go, and then he'd walk away. And like a minute later, we just see it hit the people, and it was like, oh, they would disperse. And we'd be like 20 yards away laughing. All right,
Elephant Boy's like a superhero. He actually caused people to move.
he's fart man.
Were you like, were your eyes
that's
tearing
on
up?
one front,
No.
man.
The worst part was I really did. Ashley kept saying, I'm saying, Ashley, this can't be true. She goes, I'm telling you, look at the leg, look at the sock.
Is he wearing white socks?
Yes, of course.
Oh my god.
And shorts, and shorts.
And shorts.
I thought you knew that.
I didn't know that.
No, I thought they were long pants.
He's wearing shorts.
Sorry.
His whole leg and everything.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes.
Shorts.
So I go over
With
and
what? Like white socks and what? Sneakers?
Yes.
Oh my god. All down his leg in
Yes.
shorts.
Yes.
Oh, for Christ's sake, that's
See,
a whole
Elephant
different
Boy,
story.
you're lying to us.
No, like I said, first of all, let's say all down my leg, it was just one of the spots that was there was just one or two spots too many.
You know what it is? He was
I feel like a fool.
He was so excited to
I
get.
saw what I'm getting.
He was so excited to get to the appearance, like he just did a pretty bad cleanup job.
Right,
Yeah,
Walking
that's
around.
it. Was, like I said, though, like when Gary went to the bathroom at the cocktail trip, there was nothing there.
Why not remove the socks?
You're right.
You're right. I didn't think. Well, like I said, it wasn't like smear. It was just a spot.
He's probably like, I'm not giving up a good pair of socks.
You can.
It was just a spot, he said.
Yeah,
It was a
but
spot.
Still, but still, it was not a spot.
You're right. It was just a spot the size of probably a dime or a nickel.
Wow.
But it was a noticeable spot.
I was okay. I'm not going to argue with you, but
Well, we got the
that's
pictures, so we'll take a look
Okay,
at them.
please do. I mean, like I
Please
said,
do.
I'm not denying what happened. I'm just denying the details.
Okay. Hey, Elephant Boy, thanks for being honest.
Thanks, I will have a good luck when you go to air.
Of course, you'll be there. We're gonna get you on.
Well, like I said, and I'll make sure I will be nice and clean.
Good. Okay, thank you,
bye-bye.
Elephant Boy. Bye-bye.
At least
Oh, he's disgusting.
Oh,
that's
that's
unbelievable.
it.
At least he fesses up. He's not like Kuro, who claims it's a blister.
Right. Oh, my God, he's the best.
It's a stench you just never forget.
What in God's name is he doing at that appearance with a full load?
I mean, if
That's
that happens.
why I say he's done it before, because if it's just an accident and it happened to you once, you are so devastated you go home and you clean up.
Right, exactly.
He's used to dealing with it.
When that happens to an adult, it's Armageddon. You know,
Right.
I mean, you got to get to some sort of privacy immediately.
Right.
And you know that no bathroom wipe up in a supermarket is going to clean you up.
Right, some sort of high-powered cleaning product.
Yeah, but he really
You need
had
a power wash.
He really had to get to that appearance.
Yeah. What's he afraid? I wanted to see the sweet pea.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back.